And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Of course guys, just before I want to start this video by saying that my thoughts are with the friends and family of Thomas McAllister, who of course did pass away in Lisbon following our draw last night in the Europa League. Yes, Rangers did publish a statement with regards to it, and they said the club confirmed the news as they offered their immediate thoughts to Thomas's family and friends. So yeah, I just want to echo that and state that it's not fair, and people who go to a football game and never return, that shouldn't be the case. And as I said, my thoughts and prayer are with his family and friends at this difficult time. In other news guys, of course we are back in action this weekend. We are at that time of year where the games are coming thick and fast. Following our result out in Lisbon against Benfica, we will now travel to Edinburgh to take on Hibernian in the Scottish Cup. Yet another different competition. And whilst many of you guys will be happy, of course, and that we kind of found a bit of a response, despite not winning against Benfica, we found a response after our disappointing results against Motherwell. And now we need to go back and try and get back to winning ways. So I do believe this one is a very, very big game for us. And I believe that we can go all the way in the Scottish Cup. I genuinely do. Whilst we are competing on all three fronts at this moment in time, it's a game at a time under this new manager. And as I said, he's hungry for more success. And he wants to do well in every single competition he gets into. I found it very, very interesting actually in the press conference leading up to the Benfica game that he actually said at the time, an unnamed board member had basically stated before the Real Betis game, you know what, the League Cup is more important than qualifying for Europe. And actually surprised me really from the Rangers board perspective, because I thought they were kind of more money first than silverware second. But obviously Philippe Clement reminded instead, no, look, I want to go through. I don't look at the football like that. I want to win every single game. And obviously he came and delivered both, which obviously had that unnamed board member very, very happy indeed. But again, he's looking to just win absolutely every single game. I love that mentality, taking it a game at a time and going out there to win. So it'll be no different in the Scottish Cup against Hibernian. Now Hibernian, an interesting side. I feel like we've travelled very well to Easter Road in our recent history. I think the last time we had a bit of a stumbling block, just off the top of my head, would have been back under Giovanni van Bronckhorst in the summer of 2022, where we went down to 9 men, didn't we? And of course Campbell managed to get an equaliser in the 93rd minute. We nearly found our way to actually get all 3 points that day, but due to them circumstances, that's what kind of caused or gave us a bit of a curveball. However, so far this season, again, we've got a pretty much a really good record against Hibernian so far. Our last game, of course, on the 25th of January, not so long ago, was 3-0 win. We obviously played them at home. That was a 4-0 win. And then, yeah, as stated, you'd have to go all the way back to August of 2022, where we didn't win a game, where we drew that match. So we do travel well to Easter Road. We do travel well and play well against Hibernian usually, but Hibs will probably look at this as a different threat. As I stated, they've not really performed so well so far this season. It has been a campaign of inconsistency. Despite them coming into some form since over the last 5 games, they are unbeaten, 3 wins, 2 draws. I still do think for Hibs standards, it's been a very, very, very poor campaign, and actually do currently sit 6th in the table. But they may look at the Scottish Cup as a different outlet. You know, if they do win the Scottish Cup, they go straight into the Europa Conference League, despite where they finish in the league. So this is something they might want to put all their focus into, something to maybe salvage their season, something to go at it for. But as stated, Rangers aren't going to be no lie over, and we're going to want to go out there and make sure that we win this game, because we want to win the Scottish Cup and we want to win every single competition that we're in. So I'm very confident going into this game against Hibernian. For those of you that are interested, as stated, they have come into a bit of a game over the last sort of 5 matches. And if you look at what their recent games, they got a win against Ross County most recently. They drew the Edinburgh Derby. Prior to that, they beat Dundee. They drew to Aberdeen, and then they beat Inverness in the Scottish Cup. And their last defeat, of course, coming against Celtic on the 8th of February. One caveat I would say to their last 5 games, whilst they are unbeaten, is not to be disrespectful, we've not really played anyone, bar Hearts, and even then they didn't get a win, so it was a draw. Aberdeen are not the same so far this season. Ross County down at the bottom. Dundee just got pumped 7-1 by Celtic. So again, it's not really telling. They're still very poor side, and I do believe that Rangers will go out there and win that game, most certainly. But we have to show up and not act like we were against Motherwell, where we just felt, what hard work was done all that week, and just think that we can turn up and get the win. We actually have to put the work and effort in, and hopefully that wake-up call from last weekend makes sure that never happens again. Now, whilst that is kind of our next stage, if you like, there has been reports from Football Insider stating that Rangers are in advanced talks over a deal. Yes, they report that Rangers are confident in agreeing a brand new contract with John Lundstram in the next couple of weeks. The midfielder, of course, has already opened preliminary talks with Rangers over an extension to his current deal, which expires at the end of May. Rangers do not want to lose Lundstram, who has been outstanding since Philippe Clement took over in October and is seen as an integral part to the manager's long-term plans. Ibrox Chiefs know they will have to offer lucrative terms to the former Sheffield United star, who is a high earner at the club after joining on a free transfer in the summer of 2021. There is also interest in the central midfielder from clubs south of the border, including one in the Premier League. Lundstram is very keen to renew at Rangers as talks advance. Nevertheless, discussions are well underway over a new deal, and Rangers are very confident an agreement can be reached in the next couple of weeks. A well-placed source at Football Insider said Lundstram is very keen to renew Ibrox after a successful 23-24 campaign so far. The Englishman has made 41 appearances across all competitions this term, including 26 Scottish Premiership starts. He has played the full 90 minutes in each of the Rangers' last 10 league matches, and as the full title battle with Celtic takes shape. Lundstram has racked up 141 games in total since joining Rangers and was a key member of the side which reached the final of the Europa League in 2022. Again, this has been an ongoing story, an ongoing saga, and we're well aware of what's going on at this moment in time, but as stated, there is a lot of sources and loads of reports stating that Rangers are in advanced talks and are close to agreeing a deal for the Scouse midfielder. I do think it's a good deal, but of course, it's got to work out for both parties. I know what John's at this moment in time at 30, looking for the best contract. It's probably his last big contract, so has to make do and do what he can to get the most money out of it. Obviously, football, I know it's a cliche saying, is a short-lived career. So again, like Goldson, probably wants to explore options. And if it is staying at Rangers, which I do think it is, then he wants the best terms he can possibly get, because then there could be other clubs that could offer him better. And ultimately, money talks in this game, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But anyway, guys, do let me know your thoughts with regards to John Lundstram, and also let me know your thoughts of the Hibernian game. Yes, games are coming thick and fast. Let me know your score predictions down there in the comment section below. Do you think we'll do Hibernian in Edinburgh, as I stated? Let me know down there in the comment section below. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.